Oh, sorry. Just getting a little sip in before I began the video. How are you? My name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food. Welcome to my crazy, eccentric, old lady, slow metabolism like a turtle show. Here we are. And we usually join each other for our morning cup of coffee. Mhm. Although I'm a bedtime story for somebody in California. I think it's Dupuy. And Jody in Australia, when she gets home from work, that's when she watches me. So and Viv, who's Spivey 21, who tunes in right when I have my video come live at 1 a.m. on my YouTube channel, and he's in Wales. International. Isn't this fun? So here I am, and I spent I worked 4 shifts in a row, so at the jail. So I had a lot of time to catch up on some videos, and all I can say about one is that if you don't have anything nice to say about it, don't say anything at all. I was kind of um, shocked, but anyway, so we watched the videos. We watch local people. I mean, not local people, people that are our peers. We watch people that are specialists and professionals in the field of keto and carnivore. And that's my hunter gatherer of information. As I watch all of those, I love the eatthebutter.org. It is a couple of moms that have put together their newsletter, and that's a lot of fun too. I use the chronometer, and if you're one of my clients on ketocoachingsarah.com, you will use the chronometer too, because that's how I get permission to go in to see what you're eating. And it kind of is a boot camp for pulling together some habits that might not have been working out for you, that just need a little tightening, because we do have to manage our eating, and we do have to manage what we eat, how we eat, and the amounts that we eat. How we do it, of course, is different for each one of us, but for a lot of us, weighing and measuring and tracking is just the good roadmap for us to follow. And so, having those 4 days at work, I was able to put in the bones of my week. And the good thing about chronometer is that you can copy a current day and put it into the next, wherever you want to put it. And so that's kind of cool. So you don't have to spend a lot of time putting in, 1 Topo Chico water, 1/4 of a teaspoon of the no salt, that sort of thing. And so today I have my Mohs surgery, MOHS surgery. If you don't want to know what it is, Google it. And it is a long ordeal. It is a cancer thing here, and it's sitting on a former cancer thing, so there's scar tissue involved. So she's going to have a challenge, and I have that starting at 8. It could take anywhere from an hour or two all the way up to 4 hours. So I bring my overnight bag filled with magazines and my tablet, and so which is filled with 9 million Kindle books, because I love ordering them and finding one, and I just don't find the time to watch them. I probably make a career out of reviews. I love reading reviews on Amazon. So I put together my foods for the day, and I'm also assembling what we're having today, because I figure by the time I get back, I'll just want another cup of coffee and a little downtime, because it's not that it's intense, it's just long, in duration. So today I am having leftovers, and it is the pork shoulder that I roasted in the Martha Stewart crock pot. I have a big one as well as a little one, and I do that in my big oven. I have a double oven stove, and so I could slow cook it, and I like it better than the crock pot. It's a whole lot easier to clean up. So I'm having 8 ounces of that on 50 grams of the mixed veggie medley from Trader Joe's, and that is sitting on top of 40 grams of that, and sitting on top of 70 grams of Olivia's baby butter lettuce that contains no romaine. They just have started putting that on their packaging. And so on that, I will pour some macadamia nut oil and ghee and 60 grams of good culture cottage cheese. So it's a crazy version of a pork taco salad without the taco, right? It's not sour cream, and there's no avocado, there's no salsa. But outside of that, it's very much like a taco. But I've had it before, and it is filling, satiating, and fun to eat. And with the smoked pork shoulder on it, it's good. So these are the macros surrounding that meal. And this includes 2 cups of coffee, maybe 3, with 45 grams of heavy whipping cream. That's all I put in it now with a sweetener. I don't put in it anymore. I cut the cream in half and I cut out the fats. So it just works for me now. So my calories for today are almost 1,100. Protein is almost 72 grams of protein. Total carbs, that's what I do, total, 8.5 total carbs. And my fats are 86.8. So this is one of those suitable for framing type of meals because it's the calories where I want them to be, the macros where I want them to be. I've lowered my fat a little bit. It is making a difference. I'm enjoying veggies again, even if they are anti-nutrients. My body seems to like them. My metabolism seems to like them. And so I'm going with it. I'm happy. And that's how it's rolling. We are inching towards Christmas, so I'm sure the pressure is on a lot of you, like it is on me. I'm getting towards the putting the dinner together part. So that means that the wrapping is done. And so I will put together it's a carb fest dinner, but I will somehow eke out of it. I get a Corando ham along with the layers of pasta thing and the bread, and I make a salad. And so I can put the Corando ham into the lettuce, and I can have a nice, a nice filling kind of meal that, as a hostess of the whole thing, it's not like I'm, having any of that other stuff, and I watch them enjoy it. I'm also going to be making those keto meatballs that are sausage and beef combined with the crushed Parmesan wisps and an egg to hold them together. Very simple, very, very simple. And then the sweet Italian sausage, which I can also have. So I'm going to be, getting all those things sort of ready. And my kids come Christmas Eve. And that will be what we do. So I hope that you are behaving with your food and that everything is easy. I know there's a lot of different functions going on for people where, you can't weigh, you can't measure. It's all a guesstimate. And as far as the ingredients go, well, if it's an identifiable single item food like, bacon or lettuce or something like that, then you're kind of in the clear because you can guesstimate the amount that it weighs and put in your portion if you track. If not, you can feel safe. But if you're dipping into sauces and soups and casseroles and things like that people do up big this time of year, you could be in a semi-dangerous neighborhood and you're going to get what you're going to get. But be aware that people use white flour and white sugar and other dubious ingredients. And if they're building on a package something, probably a lot of chemical names that you couldn't even pronounce, much less know what they're mimicking in the real world of real food. So just trying to keep it safe for you because you want to come out of all of this on the winning end. And remember, not gaining is still winning, right? So I want you to be careful and mindful. And if you know that you're going out to eat later at night, that's when it gets troublesome because if you're not used to that, you could have gastrointestinal issues afterwards. It's just, we pay. And I think that I know that for me, I have a simple rotation of real foods. And so what happens is that to introduce something that I used to maybe have all the time without any problems suddenly could become a problem because my body's no longer used to it. It's used to this nice little, you know, 15 or so different entrees that I can have. And a lot of you see what I have. It's leftovers or something, sometimes something new. You know, it's a filet mignon, it's an omelet, it's a pork chop, things like that. And so my body is used to those things. So if I went out and had somebody's casserole where they assure me that there's nothing that, you know, would mess with me in it, they don't know. I mean, it could be loaded with chopped up onions and garlic and things like that. And my stomach has definitely become sensitive to those sort of things and tomatoes. And I wouldn't be eating them if I was at home. So, you know, just things like that. So be careful out there because what other people may think is totally okay. And how come you're all so upset about this and that? You know, do what you can. Pack your own. Lie. White lie to them, you know, whatever gets you to the shut up place where you're not their focus of attention, because, you know, how you eat, it's just like, why are you so focused on what I'm having? But it is funny how people get, I guess they may feel envious that you're taking care of yourself, even in this season of how much weight can you put on. So just be careful, enjoy yourselves, but don't leave your wits about you and your mindfulness at the door as you step in. I know that I become a Hoover vacuum cleaner, a Hoover. I could Hoover a table of food when I'm not paying attention. And how do I know? Because I'm 68 and I had years of doing that. And I don't want to go back to that sort of mentality and behavior because I'm not enjoying it. I'm Hoovering it. It's because I'm uncomfortable in a social situation with maybe too many people and things like that. And it's not an easy place to be. So I certainly understand if you share the same thing. So be careful, and I will see you the next time. We are getting through this a day at a time, keeping it gentle, calm, mindful. You know, it's food, yes, but some of it is triggering, and some of the food pushers are triggering. So, right? So I will see you the next time. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto, under 20 total carbs. And if you are in real trouble, you can always hire me for a month of emails and chronometer and what to eat, what not to eat, how to weigh, how to measure, stuff like that. Mostly behavioral stuff and products that you might choose that have dubious ingredients like seed oils, canola, vegetable, soybean, things like that, that you don't need in your body. Your body doesn't like them. So it's just simple things, and we do it a day at a time. There you go, ketocoachingsarah.com. But for the rest of you turtles, pickles, and snowflakes, I'll see you back here tomorrow. That's how we do it. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye for now.